Hey you guys. All right, so where them fans at? Hey guys. Okay, we back with another reading. Okay, I had to start this one over, but nevertheless, we're gonna get right into the reading. Okay, the message. We got Tierra Whack coming out. Okay, humor. And it's funny because before I just had to keep starting it over because I had somebody in here playing, monkeying around. There actually is a monkey in Chinese astrology, so you could be dealing with somebody who's a monkey in Chinese astrology. But yeah, I've been using this deck here, which is the Hip Hop Queen Oracle deck, and I like the messages that's been coming out of this deck here. I've had this deck for a while, so I've been incorporating it in my readings, and we're just gonna use it here today for this message. Okay, so we got Tierra Whack here. It says humor, silver lining, creativity, joy, lightheartedness, and positivity. So when XXL featured Tierra Whack in their 2019 freshman class, her pitch video for the coveted spot featured her simply eating a bag of potato chips on camera for a minute straight. Tierra carries that strong comedic energy into her music, not a slapstick parody, but rather infusing her records with fun personality. This playfulness has made her famous, securing her brand on TikTok royalty thanks to her song Hungry Hippo, while also making her the envy of many thanks to her collab with none other than Beyonce. Okay. Tierra has added a new dimension to hip-hop, not taking herself too seriously while still flaunting incredible skills on the mic. Truth be told, there's nothing whack about Tierra at all. To quote the Joker, why so serious? Acting stodgy is really no fun at all. Tierra Whack's card is a message to laugh more. It's funny, yeah, because that's what, like I said, he was just in here monkeying around, and I'm like, I'm trying to get serious, like, chill out. Yeah, but it says, yeah, it's just a need to laugh more. You can do that by checking out a stand-up routine. You may even try to improve yourself, but comedy performance aren't the only option. Take the time to smile and embrace the good. Otherwise, joyful moments can escape you, leaving you with regrets. Laughter is the best medicine, so have a proper dose. It says, okay, so I need to lighten up, see the humor in situations, okay? Wow, it says movement then playful. Same energy. Playful. It's so quiet in here. Alexa. Alexa. Volume 3. Alexa, play Pandora. Somebody needs some sex therapy. Hold on. This is what somebody needs. This is what you need. Shh. Okay? You hear this? That's what you need. What's that? The Mario coins knocked out that coin. Somebody needs some sex. Okay, sex therapy. Ride me thick. And Snoop Dogg. All right, so we got individuality and obedience. High Priestess of Spirit. Let's read the High Priestess of Spirit first. 7, 47 and 48. I am Nyx, goddess of night, and you have chosen this symbol to help guide you on this journey to find an answer to your question. Consider that there is an invisible spirit within all living things. It's funny because I did just see invisibility. I just seen that card. Okay, but it says, know that all things, events, and experiences are woven together like a magical web that can be seen only in the darkest night and not by human eyes. My child, everything that you need to know is part of the divine scheme of things. A meaningful coincidence, a blessed friendship, a lover, and a significant experience are all orchestrated by me to help you become the powerful being you are meant to become. No matter what is in front of you, something important is brewing. You will know the answer to what soon enough, but I keep secret the why. You may step forward knowing that some things are meant to remain a mystery. Okay. No two snowflakes can ever be the same. Just as you are special and unique too, this is something to celebrate. Somebody name could be Zoe. Somebody name can start with a T, W, first, middle, last initial, Z, I, B, O, H, P, and S, or Y, M, and A. So in this, well, I'm using the Wisdom of the House of Night, okay, which is a deck about vampires, okay. But it says, I have marked one young vampire in a way that is unique, setting her apart from all others. Choosing her symbol is important because it reminds you to reflect on your own unique qualities. It also reminds you not to compare yourself with others. This is a futile exercise because no one is the same. No one's beauty greater or lesser than yours. No one's life better or less than yours. Others may seem happy doing things a certain way, but if you feel as if you're compromising yourself to fit in, don't. People will love you for who you are, not someone you are trying to be. Your task here is only to be yourself. This is a powerful sign. Then you got obedience, which is the next card. So it's like you following divine divine guidance. I don't know why I was about to say divine intervention, which is like that obedience energy anyway, right? Like allowing the divine to intervene, right? So it's like being true to yourself, being obedient to yourself is what I'm getting with this message here, with individuality and obedience. But let's see what obedience say, because it's like I said, 47, 48. So it's like you closing one page and open another, right? Just like coming home to yourself, being true to yourself, loving yourself, cherishing yourself, showing yourself more love and self-care. It says, there are rules for everything. The sun rises and the moon sets, and they dance together in perfect steps. So what rules are you considering when you ask your question? Will you be sorry if you're going to break a rule that is not, well, that is in place to protect you and others? Even though you may not like authority right now, this is the time to obey what has already been set in motion. This is the time to learn the lay of the land and to follow the customs that keep things in order. Learn the steps of the dance before you attempt to change them to suit you. So I'm really getting like, learn more about yourself before you try to like, first of all, compare yourself to others, but as well like learn others, or, you know, like if you're a healer, try to help other people and heal other people. Like where's your personal whys? And what I do feel like though with individuality and obedience coming out like that though is that you're being true to yourself more as of lately, okay? So you've been making like self-honoring decisions. Let's see what this deck goes. So yeah, what? Choose who you are becoming. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, 7. What? Okay, well, choose who you are becoming. I was about to get the bell, but I can't find it, so let's just keep going. So a choice, the duality of right and wrong. Okay, it says choosing the path forward towards your future, taking the reins and leading the way, committing to one path and allowing spirit to deliver your dream. The self-care messages is not making a choice, unnecessary delays, playing it safe and straddling 2 average paths. I just seen 888. Instead of stepping onto one extraordinary trail. So it says, let me go back. Playing it safe and straddling 2 average paths instead of stepping onto one extraordinary trail. Where them fans at? I don't know why I keep getting that. That humor energy keep coming out. Something about right now just being careless. Carefree is what I'm about to say. The need to over control your future. So, okay. The future belongs to who you are becoming, it says. Okay. As a multi-passionate, multi-talented creative being of infinite potential, choosing who you want to be can feel overwhelming. See, didn't I just say that? Individuality and obedience. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Didn't I just say it? Okay, but it says, if you reach the fork in the road, it's time to make a choice that will allow you to grow into the most beautiful version of you. This card is about the movement. I seen the movement card. Okay, I like this energy. So you're moving towards your higher self is what I feel. But it says, this card is about the movement you make as you chase your dreams and the person you become along the way. Here's a juicy secret. There are two instinctively linked. Okay, the two are intrinsically linked. So the two are, so they're both linked. It's saying intrinsically. You may feel blocked until you take inspired action toward one goal. It's time to move toward and forward sacred creator. Your decisive and determined action will be a way for you to find your desire to the universe. Run in the direction of your dreams and confidently guide the unfolding of your path. Know that by not deciding, you are making a choice to remain in the same spot. And if there is one universal truth of creating things, it is that inaction is the exact opposite of what you are building. Make strides towards your dreams now. So what lessons did you need to experience in order to stand exactly where you are standing? Has what you are working towards shifted and expanded along the way? Is there anything about what you've been building that feels too small for your big sacred future? And it says, have you been making choices based on what's possible today instead of what's possible tomorrow? The Hermit, Virgo energy. With the obedience energy here, it's also giving me Libra. They're like the Lady of Justice. So, it says rise. So the essential meanings here is being ready to rise, rebirth, second chances, redos, new opportunities, stepping up to your potential and announcements. Okay, and it's funny because this one says bravely market your magic. And then this one says overthinking can spoil the magic. Okay. So yeah, what I'm getting is like launch anyway, especially if you're a creator. Okay. Self-care messages here is, which is like the cons. The essential meanings is like the pros, and the self-care messages are like the cons. So the cons here are endings, the need for acceptance of defeat before the rebirth, knowing when it's time to stop, a time to implement changes before you can rise again. It says you are ready. You can feel it in your soul and you hear it in your heart. You are ready to step up, unveil your brilliance. Look, bravely market your magic. Like, that's two cards saying the same thing. But I love this energy. So yeah, it says you are ready to step up, unveil your brilliance, and run across the field, shouting your dream to the world. Reach out and reveal a piece of your plan and share a part of your magic. Bravely market your magic. Okay? Think bigger this time. You're going to rise higher than you have ever before. So you're going to need a grander entrance. Give yourself permission to openly pursue the giant badass goal that you've got. As you let it loose and try it on for size, you'll untether your potential beyond anything that you can fathom. Start to ask, why not me? And realize that it's your turn to rise. If something is coming to a halt, or if you have recently suffered an unpleasant blow to your momentum, this card illuminates a time for second chances. Yeah, I feel like this is economically speaking too. So it says you're being gifted a redo with all of the rebirth energy of the Phoenix. And this time you get to decide just how far you fly. Take a moment to regroup and implement any changes that are needed, and then open your wings and rise. So the questions are, how hard are you on yourself? How are you keeping yourself down? Are you motivating yourself as much as you would others? Are you rising up like a warrior and upping your inner dialogue and your self-love right along with your skills, your promotional materials, and your to-do list? Does your outer success match your inner glow? That's what I'm getting with this bravely market your magic. Rise and bravely market your magic is really giving me the same vibe. Let's see what that one got to say before we get into the tarot. All right, so the essential meanings, which again is the pros, right? It says bravery, honesty, taking a leap of faith in your advertising, showing up as you and only you, sharing your essence with the world, self-care message, hiding who you really are, which is the cons, right? Copying someone else instead of sharing your own essence, fear of failure, and imposter syndrome. Okay. I'm gonna leave that alone because they said self-explanatory, right? Be you. That's what that individuality card keeps speaking on. Yeah, see what I'm saying? It's like 5 of Pentacles, and yeah, this is like be you. This is like, for one, this is a card of introspection, self-evaluation, inner knowing. All of the answers are being already within you. This is like inner truth, wisdom that's sought from within. Literally, it says all life answers are within you. Literally, it says it right there. And then once again, with this energy, it feels like, yeah, and then the Taurus energy, that's self-worth. Second house, that deals with self-worth, self-value. Especially when it pertains to money, purchases, income, tangible objects, possessions, assets, right? Your physical body, you, your vibe, your own essence. But this is also giving me like Dark Night of the Soul with that rise energy, Phoenix, rising from the ashes, rising from the things that's supposed to keep you stuck, stagnant, and blocked, right? Rising from the darkness. Being born in the darkness, but still being the light. Definitely feel like somebody may have been experiencing or currently are experiencing a dark night of the soul. Definitely see that. This is like inner turmoil, inner conflict. What they need to know. I'll be just fine with mine. Okay, 8 of Wands. What they need to release. What they need to embrace. I like that energy. 7 of Cups in reverse, releasing. 8 of Wands is what you need to know. Okay, what do they need to embrace? See, 8. Didn't I say that? 8 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles. Embrace the 8 of Pentacles. I love that. Okay, what's to come? Woo! I just want my girl. I love this energy. 4 of Swords at the top of the deck. So 4 of Swords lets me know prayer, meditation, rest right now. It is spring break. Well, I am. So I don't know where you are, but it's spring break here. So I do, intend on getting my rest. But something here about rest and praying. Okay. Letting certain things be what they are. Okay. Take time out and answers are going to come is what I'm hearing. Something about a Libra. We have Scorpio energy, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Aquarius and Aries energy here. Mars, Uranus, Jupiter, Neptune, and Mercury. Venus with Libra energy. Okay. Somebody can have Libra and Venus as well. Something about Libra and Venus. Libra full moon coming up too. 4 of Swords at the top of the deck though, okay? I see you putting certain things to a rest, to an end, or just taking a break from certain things, okay? Praying more, like I said, meditating more. This is like something about a sanctuary, your room, your living room, your home. Also something about like your altar. This is altar work, prayers, reading your Bible, reflecting, recharging. Something about abundance that's coming in, waiting, being patient for money that's to come in. Something about stability, okay? Foundations to rest on. Now, what do you need to know? You need to know the 8 of Wands. It's time to get going, okay? When it comes to, like, when it is time to move forward. Because something about communication that's coming in. You may get a letter, some form of communication. So this is like fast communication. You could be traveling, but this is also, like I said, a letter, a piece of mail, some form of correspondence, a text. This is like fast communication, so fast traveling messages. You can even be getting signs from the ancestors, feathers, coins, angel numbers, the clouds. You could be seeing like shooting stars, something about music. Definitely could be getting messages from their angels. I did see the angel card, and then this rise energy is giving me the same thing. But what do you need to know? That may be why it's a need for you to rest with the overall energy with the 4 swords at the top of the deck, because I do feel like it's something that's going to be moving in fast here. I see something fast coming in, okay? Fast changes, fast, like I said, possibly traveling. You having to make quick decisions, and that's why it's a need for you to, I feel like the momentum is going to be picking up for somebody. I don't know what this is. This could be business, like I said. Because it was like speaking on bravely, marketing your magic, okay? What do you need to release is the 7 of Cups in reverse. Being fearful, being in a state of, like, you could be chasing love right now. That's not the vibe right now, okay? For whoever you are, your energy is needing to be focused on, like I was speaking on the second house, your money, your possessions, your home, your assets, your income, okay? Daily routines, your value, self-love, pouring in yourself right now. That 4 swords at the top of the deck, same type of energy. You need to focus on you right now. You need to reflect. It's a need for you to recharge, respite, okay? Reflect, restore. Take things easy right now, because things are going to pick up, okay? Right now you could be being tempted, okay? So be careful of being distracted right now, okay? Something about the wrath of God, like pay attention to making bad decisions right now. Something about temptation. You could definitely be being tempted right now. I feel like, because you know how like the devil don't bother you when you dancing with him. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're doing wrong. It's like when you're doing or you're trying to do right is when these temptations or tempted offers are going to come in. Be careful of lust right now, okay? Sex. Being distracted. Right now, I do feel like what you need to know is that you are not confused either. Don't be confused with answers that's literally right in front of you. Like I said, you could be getting signs from your angels, okay? Like you could be thinking about something and then somebody may come in or something. Like you could be thinking about something and then you see an angel number and that angel number is giving you a message. So you need to Google that. Like be receptive of the messages, the signs. You could be seeing red birds, cardinals. Yeah, I can't resist. What? And what? See? This the bomb. I don't know what he said. And what? Oh, what? And now you telling all your that. Oh, what? Don't you be. That's the vibe. 7 of Cups in reverse, girl. Hold back. Okay. Because I don't know why. Right now, like, y'all could be fighting off, like, dark entities off y'all bloodline. I don't know who this for, okay? So if you, especially like if you're single, especially if you're not single and you're being tempted, be careful, okay? What do you need to embrace? Like I said, your money, your pentacle work. It's the work suit, 2222, 2323. Definitely need to be Googling those angel numbers right there, 22, 22, 23, 23, okay? Google those angel numbers, but 888 as well. What I am seeing though, like I said, what do you need to embrace is your work ethic, okay? Your money mindset, your career mindset, you know what I'm saying? Something about you as well possibly could need to go back to school, pay attention to the details. Once again, when it comes to these temptations, you need to embrace like your intuition. You need to find work-life balance to protect your creativity and the things that you are nurturing, your money, your home, your assets. I'm gonna keep saying it because it's very prominent here, this energy. Something about like the city can wait, like that city girl shit that can wait. Your nails, your hair, all that extra, you know. If it ain't DIY, so don't do it. Okay. Something about you needing to make sure that you are keeping your standards high, especially in love, okay? And like I said, just persevering in regards to your work ethic, okay? That's what I hear. Be overly careful right now, discerning. I don't know why this vibe is coming out, but it's what you need to know. The Eight of Pentacles. Pay attention to the details. You could be like using your hands in a craft here. This is like using your digits, using your fingers. Pay attention to the details, like especially like for instance, this could be, because this is what I'm hearing, like hair, doing hair. You know what I'm saying? Like pay attention to like, you know, like the parting, you know what I'm saying, parting your hair, you know what I'm saying, like that's what I'm saying. Like if you do something with your hands, pay attention to the details, because I do see like accidents as well with this obedience and individuality card here. Is giving me the color red, and then I got this red candle here burning. So yeah, like pay attention to danger right now. Something about lust, sex, passion, desires, that Mars energy. We got the Fool here, which is actually Uranus, but it's also Mars energy. It's funny because we got this potential card here at the top of this deck, Young M.A. I want to read that one, because this card here with the Fool here is the card of potential. Something new is what's to come is the Fool card. A new opportunity, a new chance, or like a new, like it's a clean slate. It's a zero card, so it's like a card of infinite possibilities. You walking like an unbeaten path. It deals with anticipation, wonder, curiosity, all a new journey. Caring is needed and potential, it says. Spread your wings and fly. So I see you being able to do something, especially with that the High Priestess of Spirit card that came out at the top of the deck. Remember, we were just speaking on like you could definitely, this is like a risky energy as well. Need to take a risk, a calculated risk. That's why it's saying right now you need to rest, plan, pray, connect to the divine, your inner, you know, inner self, your inner power before you take off. This is like a slingshot. Let me know. Taking off. And not being confused. You're not confused. Okay? For whoever this message is for, you're not confused, okay? If you confused, it's not for you. And if you still here, you a real one, okay? Or you just nosy as hell, whichever one. Thank you for still being here. Hit me, y'all. All right, let's read potential, M.A., Young M.A. That shit she was just going through was crazy, but yeah. Open right up to it. So self-actualization, professional vision, and future plans. See? Stop playing with me, okay? But it says,